Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the third chapter of Origins of Magic. A quick recap of the rules here. They're pretty straightforward. Dark arts are strictly prohibited, as is the taming of monsters. There are some additional monsters in this episode. I haven't had actual time to update the events log, but Beast Attack that was used yesterday in Wardens of Eridor is valid for today. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that has been gifting and showing up early. All this support makes this absolutely worth it. The goals, of course, is to crush the Lichdom and to defend ourselves, to basically carve out a little enclave for the might and magic. Alright, so here we are, and apparently I can't really see myself. Hold on one second. Where am I? Still a little webcam. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll redo that. So just a quick recap of what's going on. I will try to find time to throw my face cam up in a second. We've got Rust and Shield. They're really only minutes away from returning home. They went a little bit on a little bit of a quest. We didn't truly get very much out of it, but that aside, it was still, I think, worth it. We, last episode, managed to get a sort of indoor farm going. This, of course, is costing a whole lot of mana. Droidin is definitely mana tapped. We started to craft up some magical gear. So we've got some hoods and things like that. The bot is not up yet, no. So we got some hoods and things like that going on. Shield's got a helmet, Cheese's got a hood, Droidin's got a hood. These items are going to allow us to have a larger mana pool, regenerate mana more quickly. A little bit of resist as well. We also have some prisoners. We were planning on trying to do some trait stealing, but we haven't. We don't have the items to do that quite yet. And yeah, let me see about trying to, in the middle of a stream, do video capture. This is probably a bad idea. I could kind of see... I'm actually not sure why it's not working. Yeah, I didn't actually get to everything I wanted to get to before the start of the stream. There was just so much. The game giveaway that we had for the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, took up a larger chunk of my time this morning than I had anticipated. And that was a bit of a problem. But that's alright. No regrets. Very happy that we got to give away some games. So, some things that have changed. As I mentioned already, Beast Attack is now... it's a kind of a misnomer calling it Beast Attack, but that is a valid event. I just want to remind everyone. And then I do have a few other mods installed. So one allows for some AI logic, so animal logic. So Slowbo is now the owner of Nerlin's, of the bed inside Nerlin's bedroom. This is called Animals Logic. That's the mod that got added for that. It does some other things, like allow for medical animal beds and the like. So that way I can add some medical animal beds in here for the wounded animals to be tended to and not have them sleep there by default. We did fix T-Sang here. So this actually was just his movement speed was just a bug of mine. He is actually supposed to be roughly this slow because of all the gear he's currently wearing. But yes, his base speed has been increased, and that is actually true of a lot of the other characters. So his steel heavy plate armor slows him down quite a lot. But soon we will have the sprint booklet queued up, and that will speed him up a little bit. We were thinking of turning Addie here into a priest, but before I did that, I kind of wanted to imbue her with some better traits. Because, yeah, well, simply because she is not exactly the most trait gifted. And in this series, traits can't be purchased like normal series. So for everyone that is gifting subs and donating bits, absolutely thank you. I just, I'll have to thank you personally later. I'm trying not to, or doing my best not to have it interrupt the stream too much, but you guys are pushing this hype train like crazy. So Rust and Shield, you are 0 days away. Okay, I think you're here. You just don't know it yet. I can't wait until I have an Arcanist. That way we'll be able to do some simple teleportation. The arcane mages can teleport people around, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we've got another arcane hood. This would be for potentially Rust when he gets home. Addie will need one when she becomes a priest. She is not a priest yet. Let's see here. I'm going to try to unplug and re-plug in the webcam. You know, plug it back in. Why would it not be working? Suppose it doesn't matter. Just spares you from seeing my scraggly beard. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be there. And it's going like, I can't see anything. Oh no, there we go. What did I do? I didn't really do anything. I just like turned it on and off again. Alright, cool. That's all it took. So hey everybody, now I can actually wave at you all. That's good. Alright, so Cheese, or rather, Shield and Rust are now home. They're returning home. Let me speed up time a little bit. Tech support solution number 1, absolutely funny, man, is just to unplug it and plug it back in. Alright, so, ooh, Crimson Rust dropping a party. Apparently we're partying in our farm, but honestly, given that we've carved out a teeny little sliver of, you know, a teeny little sliver of the desert for us to actually eat and drink and be merry, it actually is pretty fitting, in my opinion, that we have a party in the farm. Another thing I'm going to do is, now that I have all these large retaining walls, I might as well knock down some of these extra walls for extra space in the freezer. We are getting a fair bit of bone dog meat and whatever else we are hunting for. What size map is this? X42 asks. I believe it's large. I play most of my games on large. I feel like the extra large maps give you maybe a little bit too much time to prepare for raids. And then smaller maps don't have a lot of resources for long series. And the large is sort of the nicest fit. So the first thing I want to do is get Addie some bedrooms. Addie, of course, is the mother of Shield. How old is she? She's 37, but she's really 79. Yes, she's technically a space refugee. There are some parts of RimWorld that it's very difficult to cut out of the base game. So they only have a 10-year difference, sort of. We'll just pretend that isn't the case. That she didn't have a child at 10. I think the world record's something like 8 or 9, but that's just straight up disturbing. Alright, so they all get home. Slobo, we should have you... Oh, you know what's going on? Yeah, you can't actually get there. So I changed the zones around. So Slobo, here you go. You are assigned to this bed. But you're on your feet now. Increase of skill. Shield is leveling up. Some additional melee. So Shield requested that, well, all you guys that are dropping bits and everything, thank you so very much. Ooh, world record is 5 years? I really wish I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm going to put that on my mind. Let's see. So Shield wanted to be a mace and sword wielder. We're going to have to get that queued up. There's some additional enchanting that we could do for weapons as well. So let's see. If Shield, you wanted a Mace. Okay, so you want a Gladius offhand. My only worry is that we might want to make sure that that you have enough defense, because, you know, getting chopped up is real bad. But yeah, here's our beautiful little farm. I'm very happy about this. I'm proud. I'm proud that we're terraforming as much as we are. This also brings me to realize that I've got a whole untapped, unused growing zone here. I'm going to grow cactus in here. Or maybe there's something else. You know what? I'm going to grow cycloid. Has the bee rescue event been fixed? No, I don't think so. I don't think there was ever really an issue with it. It was just sometimes it doesn't fire. That's a common issue with RimWorld is a lot of these events have coding prerequisites. So I'm breaking the fourth wall here. A lot of the events in RimWorld have requirements that need to be met before the event can fire. Now, normally in RimWorld, it will only fire events that it itself, the storyteller, will find valid. It was never really truly designed to fire events that were purchased. Obviously, that's just not a function of vanilla RimWorld. And as a result, let's use military aid. Military aid in traditional RimWorld, in vanilla RimWorld, requires you to have an industrial level tech ally because they pod in to help you. I'm sure you all have witnessed the, them podding in to come assist you. And of course, if you are playing in a medieval only, that means that military aid is literally functionally impossible because no one can pod in, right? Other ones might be something like an Aurora. An Aurora in default RimWorld is only really possible at night and under certain conditions. So if you guys try to buy it when it's not nighttime, it won't work. But the toolkit might not realize it doesn't work. So you're stuck in this sort of limbo where you purchase an event that is invalid and your game, the bot sort of explodes as a result. It's really unfortunate, but there's so many little bugs like that the bug squishing takes a very long time. Just ask Mayan and Droiden. They've been two of the developers that have been helping me to try to put this series together. And we are every week doing bug squashing like you would not believe. And then, of course, Artie Marty designed most of the creatures that you're going to see in this series. Those mods aren't funny enough, none of them are currently in the lineup. But none of the creatures, I think, are released to the interwebs yet. But I'm sure he has plans to do so eventually. So, hey, everybody. The cooler in the kitchen disappeared. Yes, the cooler disappeared because Droiden needed the mana to re-trigger the sprites. And I'm going to need to suck down some mana potions to re-queue the cooler. That's a good eye you have, Cardoza. Yeah, eventually what we'll do is we will try to get... what we'll try to get is have someone like Droiden, whose mana pool is being massively monopolized by magic, the ability to have a much larger mana pool through the crafting of gear. Alright, arcane bulk goods coming from the Seers, from Pooker. Why is the rain counted as bad? Not for any good reason. If you guys have feedback about events and balance, the absolute best time would be after the stream, when I'm able to actually manipulate and change settings. And I'm happy to do so when you think, oh, this event's too cheap, or this event's too expensive, or you're missing something or another. Right midstream, my hands are tied, and I'm not going to be able to address those level issues, not without interruptions that you might not otherwise appreciate. All right, so we are setting up yet another bedroom. This is for Mama Shield. or Addie, as she is known. I guess I shouldn't call you Mama Shield. You do have a name of your own. So Shield right now is just expanding the butchery and the kitchen a little bit. And you guys are amazing. The amount of tips and everything that you're dropping is just simply unprecedented. Week after week. So we've got cloth from Dien. The cloth has arrived. Yes, I think it got moved, but that's 20 cloth. That will help. The arcane bulks will help. Pooker said, let's hope for Orb of Souls. Also, Rust isn't set to auto-blank. Yes. Thank you, Pooker, for the reminder there. I'm sure Crimson Rust much appreciates it. Any sort of utility skills, as I've mentioned before, that can be used on auto really helps to level up the people, because the more they use their spells, the more they level up. So it's sort of like a vicious, cycle of they use utility spells to level them up, to use more utility spells to level them up. And then eventually you get a runaway effect where someone like Shield will probably level up ridiculously high very, very early. Oops, given some silver as well. So let's check out this arcane goods people. So Addie, the priest, is now the best socialite. I suppose that means, yep, she is also set to warden. I had thought of that. Good, good. I planted potato instead of cactus. Alright, I'll fix that. So taking a look, they've got the Geomancer Meteor spell. They've got Tempest Strike and Sprint. I can probably make Sprint myself, so I don't necessarily need to worry about that. They've got a whole bulk of Jade. I could potentially buy stuff off of them, but, I'll buy, like, I don't know. Their Magicite would be really nice, too. I'm going to buy their Magicite. Did I remember to fix the physically adept from T-Sang? Yes. Yes, I did. So let's take a look at T-Sang now. Nimble, Paladin, and much faster. Not moving at like 2.0 or whatever he was moving at before. Hey, what? Oh, that's a... I thought that was blood. It's actually a Ring of Elemental Fire. I was like, how'd they get hurt? Gold coming down from Oops. Level up from Rochella for Nerlin. Sweet. Nerlin's not actually able to make the stream today. Raptor Talon is, I guess, busy. But he said, try to keep me alive, and I'm going to do my best. And then cooking level up. Huge cooking level up for Nerlin as well. Alright, so this bed is going to be Addie's bed. I think what I'm going to do is Shield. You're going to switch with T-Sang. Shield and Addie, you're going to have bedrooms next to one another. I just figured. Actually, in real life, that might make me a little crazy. Drunk Fish went insane and is trying to murder me. Or bash his way out. Let's see if Rust can't quell this little rebellion a sort of ethical way of making him feel a lot of pain without actually hurting him too much. Oh, Addie's going in there. No. I didn't want that. Okay. Nope, wait. Where is his pain? He just, like, I guess is immune to poison? I'm curious what, alright, well, let's see. Phase Strike. Alright, he's down. We phase struck him in the heart. That's not very nice. Alright, so we also got the Master Scribing. The Master Scribing, so what we're going to want is Sprint for T-Sang, because he's a little slow. And then Cheese, you've got a big old mana pool. You want to drop a heal on Addie? Different. Thanks for all the sub-gifts. I'm not really keeping up. I'm very sorry. It's not that I'm unappreciative. I literally can't keep up with how generous you guys are being. I'm going to have to look at my, like, activity feed at the end of this, because you guys are amazing. Alright, Rust, let's let you up. Alright, so Addie's fully healed from magic. That'll work. So we want... Let's get rid of this little sleep spot. What we're going to want is the sprint skill. And then a really, really important one will be the Druid Where is it? Druid Regrowth Limb. So the Regrowth Limb is going to require 100 Devil Strand, and that is about 43 more than I have. Taking a look, I think I want to actually allow for some additional rice before I move over to Devil Strand. Uranium coming down from Deathsmirth and wood from Pinklink. You think I need this? I probably do. Wood is actually pretty hard to come by in this desert. Is he going to be able to use Sprint as a caster? You know what? Actually, no, he won't. Let me see. So he's got Blink, which speeds him up. Let's see. What could he use here? Anything that speeds him up. Blur would be sort of an ability for him to use, but he has a pretty limited mana pool. We'll give him Blur instead. I think we can make Blur a little bit easier. Yes, because it's just Cloth and Magicite. Perfect. That's a very good point. Panther. I keep our partner Hardrad. Panther Hardrad. Wow, I really butchered your name there. I keep forgetting that he's like a caster, because to me, paladins are like more might than magic, but I'll get it through my thick skull eventually. Alright, so he's also 15. He needs to age up a little bit because his lack of age makes his food pool and movement and stuff like that a little lower. Alright, Drunk Fish. So we have you captured in hopes to, like, steal your soul. That might not be a very nice thing for me to do, but it's the only real way for me to allow trait purchasing and the like. Alright, so there's Blur. Let's get T-Sang to learn that. So what Blur does, avoid all attacks distorting light around the caster. Basically, it is an increasing dodge. So it allows him to dodge a bit better. He already has thick skin. Yeah, he shouldn't have thick skin, but the only way for me to really fix that would be for me to edit the save game file, which is something I'll have to make a note for later. So Jordan, what are you currently working on? What is keeping your time? What it can do is just purposely not use thick skin. Okay, so we've got a raid of tribespeople. There's some Feralus Horde coming in. There's quite a bit of them. Some of them dual wielding. Shield, do we end up making... Yeah, so here's your Gladius. All of their Horde. Let's get some people outside. They're coming from the south. I don't really want my my neighbors, my allies, to have to deal with this. They are not responsible for the defense of my base. Brace your ears, because it's about to get loud. Alright. Oh, one shot. Alright. I'm obviously harassing them without the use of many others. He's getting a little hurt. Alright, so maybe... send some backup. Nerlin's also a really good warrior. The Might heroes are definitely... significantly stronger than the magic ones early on. Ouch. And they're running. I'm really just sending Rust over here to drop regen. Alright, Cheese, I think, is just using him for target practice. Let's take a look at this guy. Not a whole lot of organs left, but you know what? Pretty decent traits. He's missing a thumb, got some scratch scars, but we could turn this person into... a monk, maybe? I'm not really sure. It's possible to capture them, though. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. How soon are they going to die? 8 hours? Okay, that's not a problem at all. Let's go capture. I could start to terraform block some of the terrain around here. It would actually be easier just to... Oh, you're dead. It would actually just be easier to set them up so that our Geomancer drops a meteor there. And I wouldn't even have to block it. It would just, like, create a mountain on demand. It's pretty strong stuff. Alright, T-Sang leveled up a little bit. Let's see. Overwhelm would be kind of nice. I want him to start learning everything before I push ahead. Definitely I could use the Cloud Spell first, clump them up, and then drop the Storm on them. That would be probably a better order of operations, for sure. Fangface. Geomancers do not have the ability to remove overhead mountains, as far as I know. They... yeah, that's sort of... I mean, it's doable with RimWorld mods, but that's sort of canon that... overhead mountains don't get removed, or at least not easily. Okay, so we have a slightly larger freezer, which is kind of nice. We have still the very strange shaped dining room. Another thing I'm going to need, if we're going to keep these guys for a long time, is a proper prison. We were tasked with the sort of ethical treatment of prisoners, and I do intend to abide by that best I can. So what I'm going to do is smooth out some stone and set them up with some sort of ethical treatment. Kibble coming down from Sergeant Gunso, and wood from queuing with Q. Thanks, guys. Put that to good use. Taking a look at world here, we've got some liches. I don't think we're ready to take on a lich HQ, or for that matter, a Magehunter HQ. They'd rip us up pretty good. The legend, yes, I did. I don't really mind them walking. We can blink. Most enemies can't, so the walk time doesn't really concern me all that much. Hatham, the Batman, thanks for the wood. How is my wood anyway? We've got... Well, Rust is working on it right now. He's cranking out some additional cacti. We're in the middle of early April, so we won't be able to grow pretty soon. It will probably be too hot mid-summer for us to sufficiently grow much. But... we'll do our best. So what other spells could we work on here? We're almost done with the temporary prisons, so I'm not going to worry about making the other, or the actual prison, so I'm not going to worry about making the temporary one nice. Let's see, steel stools. And there's probably only so many prisoners I even want to accommodate, because too many and you run the risk of, you know, insurrections or whatever. Alright, so that's a very cozy prison there, but it'll have to do. She'll try to make it as nice as he can. Rochella, there is spells that are sort of like that, but I wouldn't say like that exactly. Asking if there's ones that are like sentry guns. There are spells that are... No, there's nothing like a sentry gun. There's nothing like a sentry turret. but there are some that are sort of like that. All right, Droiden, you are going to switch beds with this prisoner, because this is a masterwork bed that really belongs to one of my guys. Oh, T-Sing's already moving that. All right, so I think 2 prisoners at once is just fine. All right, there you go, Droy. Droy's one of our researchers and crafters. Now, we'll set this to prison. These guys need to be wardened to where they're supposed to be. I'm not going to bother wasting mana on healing them. It's honestly, in my opinion, better that they're wounded, because then they're less likely to get fussy. They're not really capable of combat and violence. A general stockpile is going to be needed pretty soon. I'm going to have to decide where and how I'm going to carve that out. Mr. Droiden, I'm going to have you retask and help to terraform the base a little bit more. This time, just by simple mining. I need to make more room. Anything that is an overhead mountain, anything that does not run a risk of infestations, I will be removing. So all of this smooth stuff that I had previously queued up is going to get removed as well. I want as big of a footprint in here as possible. Gotta push up those rookie numbers. Some more room, wood from Angrax and B-Ray. The freezer's staying nice and frozen. I'll have to keep an eye on that as we head into summer. The farm is expanding a little bit. I think pretty much all of our leftover food is going to pemmican. So I'm going to suspend. We have 1,000 pemmican. That's pretty good. I'm going to suspend the pemmican queue in lieu of building up a nice stockpile of rice for fine meals. And then once we have a good stockpile of rice, we can switch over to Double Strand. I might want to airlock the freezer door. I could. Airlocks aren't... When you don't have a lot of real estate, airlocks actually aren't all that useful, because if both doors are open at the same time, the airlock is defeated. Pixius sending me some ambrosia for the mood. Thanks, Pick. So in a layout like this, it'd be very difficult to get a functionally viable airlock. Plus, given that a lot of our characters actually just teleport and blink, we might not even need the airlock, because a lot of the times they might decide to enter here without the use of, you know, the actual doors, which is pretty interesting. Alright, so we got Shik coming from the Avanako tribe, coming to visit. It looks like they don't even have anything to trade. But, yeah, whatever. And then, Ambrosia. Yeah, alright, read that. Good. Oh, there goes T-Sing. I love when they blink and I don't expect it. It's so... It's fun. Kind of reminds me of The Witcher when, Yennefer gets mad at, Geralt and just teleports him over the lake. Just like, boom, goodbye. Alright, so we've got Castle Ruins from Mortalant, and Rob sending me some beer. Nothing like some good beer. Hopefully I'll start to be able to, utilize, making beer and wine and stuff like that. Cowley asks, what is the minimum number of overhead mountain tiles to spawn an infestation? If I recall correctly, it's something around 16, around a 4x4. But I could be wrong about that. Yes, my prison is indeed unroofed. Let me fix that. Alright, there we go. And in fact, I'm going to allow them briefly to have, like, a semblance of a prison break. I want to smooth out this last one tile. This is a decent prison barracks. That's pretty good. It's all that smooth stone that helps. Alright, so Droiden is going for a bit of a grind. Other spells that I might want. So, Transfer Mana is a particularly nice one, as is Mana Shield. Now, things like, same with Spell Mending, Siphon Mana. Siphon Mana is actually really, really powerful, but that is, again, a Double Strand one, and I think Regrow Limb is going to be more important. Mana Shield is a Double Strand one as well. Transfer Mana is also Double Strand. Yeah, we're really going to need to get some Double Strand planted, so I'm hoping that our rice yields get up there. We kick up the rookie numbers of rice. Let me just queue up another spot of rice here, using every possible tile that I've got at my disposal. So a spell that could give some useful light would also be really nice. However, it does draw down your maximum mana pool. So that would be a spell, Mage Light. Where is that? There's a lot of spells here. So Mage Light, but the issue is if you're worried about max mana pool, Mage Light works against you. And torches, at least for now, are pretty cheap. They do generate heat, so Mage Light for... The only issue is the person that would really need Mage Light would be Nerlin, but he can't because he's, obviously he's not a mage, because he's the cook that often goes into the kitchen. Alright, looks like it wouldn't hurt for me to obtain some additional meat either. So taking a look at the wildlife, we will just kill everything. Friendly, maybe not so much, but required, yeah, I think so. Am I planning to build into the mountain? Yes, I am planning on building into the mountain, but only for rooms that I am not worried about. So, for instance, i.e. storage. I don't want to build in the mountain for things like bedrooms, because I don't want an infestation to spawn and harm anyone. But for storage and things like that, I think it's fine. But for bedrooms and hospitals, that's really reckless and ill-advised. Alright, so we've got... I don't think a trader ship... Hang on. That should not have been possible, and if it is, it's my fault. Don't bother voting for that one, because it really isn't possible. Trading ship, 0. Alright, I just fixed that. That won't happen again. My bad. So, malaria or gold? I could move my entrance a few blocks south and extend the dining room, yes. When I get things like the poker table and the billiards table, I guess I do have the cloth for that. Well, that's not cloth. I would want to get an inspiration before bothering, though. That is the caveat, because, those sort of things you kind of want as nice as possible, so that they're efficient. That way we spend the least amount of time, crafting and whatnot. Oh, stripping. One thing that is quite apparent to me right now... Whoa, I don't know what he's hunting. I think I'm going to need a new mouse soon. My mouse keeps glitching. I don't know if you guys have noticed. But, I have. Alright, I am, gonna toss in a little additional stock room. Just to store some extra stuff. So, pace settings. And that way, we don't have random clothing and things like that all over. Work Frenzy for Tisang. That's useful. I think he's one of our... he should be out here helping us to plant, I think. If he's not, I'll send him. So Tisang... Yeah, you should be able to grow and cut. Because no one's restricted at the moment. I will add a roof over here as well, yes. Oh, thanks, Ed, for eating my only... They're helping to move the pemmican, and then they just eat it. That's funny. Alright, so here we go. Some wood. That'll be useful. Oh, here we go. Here's some real wildlife. So that means, Nerlin, let's get you back on hunting more than cooking. I guess he's already hunting quite a bit. There's a prison bed in the middle. Yes, there is. Let me switch that back and uninstall that for future use. So all of my caravan beds are being carried in. We've got Nerlin, who is... maybe I'll put Cook back on a priority here. But Nerlin's helping to get us some additional meat. We, believe it or not, ran through our meat supply rather quickly. Alright, Cheese, I want you to research overcraft. We are pushing towards magical equipment, which will help out a lot. Enchanting will be amazing too. Arcane Facilities is also very... pretty much everything in the mod is very nice. I wouldn't say that there's any one research tree that is superior to the other. They all serve their different purposes. But the scroll crafting is really where it's at. The legend mentions it might be a good idea to have a wayfarer. So right now, Droiden is sort of the wayfarer of sorts. I might end up getting a wayfarer, but that's not really a... That might be one of the last things I get, because I don't think people... If people end up getting a character, I want to give them some choice. I want to basically allow them to choose what sort of character they want, given the restrictions of one class limit. So, you know, we won't be looking for another Blade Dancer, for instance, unless Shield dies or retires or whatever. Oh, so speaking of which, T-Sang, I'm going to give you shield efficiency. So it protects the paladin from damage for 50 seconds, or until the shield is broken. It absorbs up to 40 damage, so it's good for initial hits. We've got a Manhunter pack from Michelle. Oh, sending crabs. Crabs are actually pretty tough little creatures here. If we take a look at them, they've got pretty high sharp, blunt, and magic resist. Not so high fire resist, but I don't really have a lot of fire. Or rather, I don't have a fire mage or anything like that. Alright, so Nerlin, given his speed, is going to go initiate combat on them. As you can see, survived a whole volley. Actually, without... Oh, we shot its brain twice? I mean, that's something, I guess. Alright, we'll send everybody to come help. This is probably more than I need, but it's an opportunity to get people to level up as well, so that never hurts. Drop some poison on them. They're not too magic resist. Oh, and now he's puking up. Well, yeah, that's an instant kill. Nerlin, you might want to back up. Let's do a valiant charge. Ow. That crab immediately shredded us pretty good. Dropping regen on T-Sang. Having him blink away. Alright, that regen should get T-Sang up to basically healthy. I'm going to have Nerlin finish off these two crabs. This one's just puking everywhere. When the poison wears off, it's probably going to get up and try to fight us. But yeah, it's dead. You all voted for a pot of gold. Cool. Don't know how much gold I got, but I think it was a lot. Sam the Hacker sending me a little bit of Devil Strand with a generic message of message. And Crowfather sending me some beer. Thanks. I'll take some beer. Does any monsters have magic powers? I'm not spoiling anything. Okay, so we didn't finish healing exactly. There we go. Now we're finished. Alright, if anyone's getting stuck, I'll do a debug fix. I'm going to add this all into home zone again so that we could clean up some of this puke and blood. We'll use a dust devil rather than, you know, do it manually. Helps to, you know, if we don't want to get tracked down by mage hunters, it helps to not have blood and filth and gore everywhere on the map tile. They're going to know we're around here. Panther saying he'll try to buy me an Arcanist or die trying. Is there a reason I don't have my physical or magical trainings set to autocast? Yes. I think it's a little too overpowered, and I don't want to use it. So let me explain what that is. Combat training allows for a sort of a veteran of combat or magic to then use their skill to train up the XP. So, like, in this case, Shield could imbue some knowledge onto Nerlin and level him up, but they can keep doing it back and forth to each other, and it, in my opinion, makes it a little bit too easy. It lets you hit, like, ridiculous levels of cap really, really quickly. That's just my feeling on the matter. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't think it's all that balanced. So, Nerlin, we are going to start to give you fitness now that you have Smooth Draw and Aerostorm 3. That's going to be very damaging for anyone that we cast that on. Cheese, I'm going to learn Amp. I don't think I'm going to use it all that often, but it sort of helps. So what Amp does is it's a very temporary, super high manipulation that also gives you pain. It basically makes you really, really fast, but it hurts to learn it, to have it, to use it. Not to learn it, but to use it. Rust here, I think the first thing I really want to do is get regrowth, so I'm not going to use any of the points available. I'm just going to save them for regrowth. And then Droidin here is going to get max clarity for extra mana regen, because his mana pool is constantly exhausted. One thing I could really do to help that out is let's get some Wanderer Cloaks. They're going to be... Let's get Wanderer Cloaks. One made of Thrumbo fur. Actually, let's do 3... We almost have enough plain leather for 3. So 3 made of plain leather. And then if we ever get an inspiration, we could do something better. And then cheese, what I'm going to do is you are going to be crafting it directly. Trying to level up your crafting skill. Wood from Legend, Devil Strand, more Devil Strand from Evil Dorkling. Replace some of my heal crop with Devil Strand since I have magic heal spells. I would, but Heal Root is also a necessary component for mana pots. Which we also need. So it takes 2 Heal Root to make a mana potion. And mana potions are pretty dang useful. Chocolate for an okay fight. I hope you enjoyed the meats. I did. I haven't actually enjoyed the meats yet, but we will. Nerlin will use it. Okay, so Nerlin, Mr. Nerlin. We are... Let's suspend simple... we don't even need to suspend simple meals, because we're making simple meals, I think, purely out of meat. Yeah. So we'll just try to get enough fine meals. And this season is quite cool. So these Wanderer Cloaks are going to level up or add some additional max mana and reduce the ability cooldown. which will allow us to use abilities more often, which are particularly useful for things like Blink and Lightning Bolt, which have lower mana costs that we can, for lack of a better term, spam. More Devil Strand from Kokata. These rice zones are now able to merge. Might as well get them merged. I'm going to call that the greenhouse farm. Might as well be a greenhouse. Mentioned maybe a double strand harvest. Yes. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stockpile my vegetables up to a point where I feel comfortable going with a double strand harvest. I'm not quite there yet, but I hope to be there soon. Once I get, I don't know, a few extra 100 rice, knowing that I have, you know, food or whatever left over. I'll go ahead and do that for sure. So hauling pets, what I'm going to start to do for them is to not allow them in the kitchen other than the corpses of insects. And that will keep them from eating things I don't want them to eat. And then additionally, oh, we have all these eggs too. Ooh, beast attack. Uh-oh. Yep. That's a beast, all right. All right, let's rally the troops. Haven't seen one of these, have you? No, I don't think you have. This, of course, was, this doesn't exist on the internet. It's made by, Artie Marty. I haven't fully balanced them yet, but they should be fine to use. There's some things I'd like to add to them. Do you have your... Yeah, alright. You have stone skin on and thick skin on. Alright, that one's already down. We threw everything we had at it, using pretty much every spell in the book. One of the things I wanted to add to them is the inability to feel pain. So I haven't done that yet, of course. But there you go. Ice Giant. It was downed actually a bit too quick. Hold on one second. Oh, well, it's dead now. I can't really check its stats. Yeah, there's still work to be done on those. They're a work in progress. I'll have them bigger and better for next week. I just literally ran out of time modding for them. And here's one of the things. Can you eat it? Well, so here's the answer. Oh, no, we're making kibble. Never mind. Nerlin, here's the answer. No, still making kibble. What is going on here? You should be able to butcher it. Yeah, you are able to butcher it. You just want to make kibble. I guess that's kind. Alright, quick. There we go. When you butcher it, it gives you Magicite. Because, you know, meat and leathers didn't make any sort of sense. So, raw Magicite it is. Fangface and Iscandia, thanks for the cloth. Give simple meals to the prisoners. Yeah, I could. Alright, so if that's the case, what we would need to do is have 2 meals. So, I'll call this quality meals. And take, well, nutrient paste really isn't the thing. And then let's edit this. New restriction. Simple meals. Alright, so these guys are going to be set to simple meals. And no meds. What are the growing seasons for desert? Well, we can see what the map says. The map says it is 6th of spring to 6th of fall, or autumn. So it would be right now, it's the 6th of spring. But that doesn't necessarily mean it will be the right temperature perfectly. It's sort of inaccurate. T-Sang, I like that you're wearing the Wanderer's Cloak, but I'm going to give it to Droiden first, because his mana pool is dismal. So now it's 57, that's a little bit better. He's trying to keep so many different spells up at once that he's being taxed pretty hard. Alright, another thing we want to do is food stock room. So this stock room here, I am going to put foods in at low priority. And then I'm going to take foods out of here. That means no pemmican in this one. Eventually, or chocolate or anything like that. Eventually, the plan is to allow dogs to haul to one and not to the other. I would say probably, ideally, I would have like a dedicated stock room just for food. Yes, the meals are set to only 5 at a time. So let's bring that up to 10. 1 stack. Seems about fine. Shield leveling up yet again in melee. You're quite the brawler. I like how you still have stone skin charges. I don't recall casting that on you in quite some time. How long did the castle ruins stay active? In the morning I'll head to them, but they're up for 3 more weeks. So there isn't exactly a tight time restraint on that. Let's see about me purchasing some things. Hold on 1 second. I don't have enough coins. Haha, look at that. Maybe I should give myself some coins. An extra 0. For good measure. Alright. Let's get you all a Tory Talker vote. Gutworms, Fog, or Mad Animal. Just remember to whisper the Rad Twitch bot for your vote. The buy item list, really everything you need is on the website, including everything that you can buy except for Beast Attack that hadn't been added. That's the one thing that's missing. The Beast Attack is like elemental attacks. But everything else should be there. Alright, shields leveling up yet again. The last point in strength. So strength is damage of combat abilities, 5% per level. Coordination would also be really, really good too. So here we go. Cheese's father is asking for help. I mean, can't turn him down, right? So he is a scratch scar. He's bloodlust, tough, and gay. So maybe it's Cheese's adopted father? Or maybe he changed sexualities later in life. Who knows? Either way, we have a ton of Feudal horde that are going to be nipping at my heels to fight me over this. So Maxim. I kind of like that name. This does mean, of course, that you all will have a new person that I'm going to be raffling off. I'm trying to decide exactly where bedrooms should be. Part of me wants to just, like, well, that's a 5x5, but, like, put a bedroom out there. I think here, as disruptive as that is, we'll continue the sort of dormitory barracks design. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. It cuts into the crops a little bit, but we have a lot of sand to turn. Alright, so you all voted for a mad animal. Unfortunately, it picked a rat of all animals to have turned. So Maxim, you are bloodlust, tough, and gay. You are a cook. I'm not going to turn you away. We will try to make you into something. I don't know. But you like constructing, you like cooking, so that's good. That takes a little pressure off of Nerlin as well. You also have tattered apparel. And so for all of the subscribers that are currently in chat, you've got about 5 minutes before I assign this guy. Why I'm giving you 5 minutes? For you to be eligible, you have to be active in the chat within the last 15 minutes. Currently, about 37 of you are eligible. But I want to give you some extra time so that you can increase your eligibility. Alright, so here comes the Feudal horde. I don't want anyone to miss out on this, except for Maxim. Maxim doesn't have a weapon yet. Maxim's also stripping. Don't look, don't look. We've got a steel table and steel stool that I forgot about. Let's break those down. Where's my bed? Here's the excellent bed. We'll put this where he's going to sleep. Alright, so here is a horde again. They really, really want to fight me. Let's try the stun cloud first. Oh, Nerlin, I think that was probably overkill. And then the storm on top of the cloud. Cover your ears, because this is loud. Alright, Valiant Charge. For chunk. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, Rust, Nerlin. Nerlin actually released Slovo. Wait, no, that's T-Sing. Blade Spin. And... sounded... oh, that was his shield ability, I think. That, got used up. Sounded like a... something else. Alright, so they're low-key overrunning me. Let's see, Droiden. And Rust. Let's see here. There's more of them than I thought. Oh, and another raid of more Horde. Alright, so Droiden teleports out of there before he gets speared too hard. Rust, I think, is doing the same. Alright, T-Sing's downed. Tend to him in just a moment. So Rust, let's give a regen on shield, maybe? Alright, Droiden, heal yourself. I want to get him off of Nerlin. Ed is losing ears. Alright, Nerlin, you're not going to be able to outrun this. Another beast attack for Ice Fiends. And they're fleeing. We've downed enough of them. I probably should have... oh, cutting off Nerlin's leg. All the more reason to get our Devil Strand. Why are they still after me? Oh no, they're actually proper fleeing now. Alright, Droy. Let's have you go heal. And Ice Sprites. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff coming in. T-Sang, you are wounded, but not really actually in the big scheme of things hurt. Rust, drink that potion. Addy, get inside. Shield, start rescuing T-Sang. More mana pots coming down. Alright, so let me catch up. We've got Kibble from Angrax, Wood from Flying Nostril, the Raid from Pix, Night Divinity sending one of the beast attacks, and, well, actually both, and the mana potions from Night Divinity and Dracul. Alright, so Nur, you have a severe lack of leg, so we're going to get you to heal. Droiden, actually, you hang out a second. Rust, you are already arcane weakened, which is less than ideal. Let's consume that mana pot. So what do we got? We've got, here are the Ice Fiends coming in. They're not as big as giants. And then we also had some Ice Sprites. These might be chasing the other Furless Horde, meaning that they're not really on my tail at the moment. Alright, Mr. Rust, we're going to have you go tend. 6 hours, no hours. Alright, it would be good for T-Sing to get back up on his feet. Cheese, you just have an arcane high, so I'm going to let you sit. More mana pots coming down, and Double Strand for Pooker. Fog from Tim, and mana pots from Night Divinity. Alright, Droiden just cranked some, oh, T-Sing's on his feet. I gave Droiden the heal, so that he could... oh, here we go. Well, the Feralus Horde is killing the ice sprites for me. But, oh, and then Crocodile's likely to die. What about you? Are you not, I would say, useful? Alright, so we got Shield and Cheese that are still on their feet. What about you? You Vaudal and Masochist. Those are some great stats there. Alright, drop a heal on yourself. And Droiden drop a seal on you. T-Sang, Gladius, and Shield. Rust has an Inspired Surgery. Yeah, we're really going to need to get that Double Strand, and promptly. We have about 31 shy of it. Acheron leveling up T-Sang a little bit, and Art, unfortunately. That's less helpful than ideal, but is okay. Oh, here we go. We've got some enemies. What are they doing? They're just kind of standing around, aren't they? Oh, no, you don't get to shoot at me for free. Alright, Ed needs treatment. Needs treatment real bad. Is there a way to delay this treatment? Droiden, go heal Ed with magic. Oh, lost a finger. The Druid's going to have a lot of regrowth to do. So one of the Ice Fiends are downed. Where'd the other Ice Fiend go? Oh, both are downed, I guess. They got, the fleeing Feralus Horde really took care of them. So I think we're off the hook. If I check numbers right now, yeah, everyone is fleeing. So we're good. So Russ got from Cruise Yo got Inspired Surgery, so we're gonna have to give him a peg leg for now. Sort of an IOU for later. Got more Double Strand from Trueheart. Wood from Zile. Thank you. Alright, Nerlin's no longer bleeding. You have an Arcane High. Let's have you regenerate yourself. So that you can tend a little bit better. We're going to have to clean the heck out of this hospital. Addie, we're going to have you switch. It's a very bloody hospital. Well, at least Maxim's, well, currently hypothermic, but helping out as much as you can. Cheese, you're doing the same. This rain is helping to clear away all the blood. More Double Strand from Donovan. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the help. All right, so we have a little bit more patching up to do. I think T-Sang and Rust are currently at it. The mana pots are being stocked to the front, so I can use them in case of emergency. Which there seems to be some. Alright, Nerlin, you are, once we clean this up a little bit, you are going to be given a left leg. Addie got healed, yeah. Alright, Cheese is your turn. Rust tend, Droiden, clean up. In fact, Droiden, just drop a heal on yourself, get rid of some of your wounds. Helps to have as many people on their feet. Big thing of Devil Strand, to create the Regrow spell from Can, Herbal Medicine from Zytex, and Cloth from DN Crag. Cloth has arrived. Alright, Colonist needs treatment. T-Sang needs treatment, but it's bruises, because he has heavy armor. And then Cheese is all patched up, but he's missing a finger, so... Obviously, we're going to go in, like, order of severity. Oh, I put the wrong floor here. Which is that Nerlin needs a leg before really anyone else needs other parts. Alright, so it's nice and clean. Rust has an Inspired Surgery. His surgery success chance would be... That'd be in stats. It's 91%. I will risk it. Normal to hospital when? Question mark. When I get to it. Usually speaking, magic helps to heal, and heal quickly. So it's not that high of a priority. As you can see, we could just poof our diseases, our wounds away. Like T-Saying and Jordan just did. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Inspired surgery plus good doctoring equals a peg leg. Alright, so not perfect, but hey, I mean, it's better than a one-footed hop. Cheese, where are you? Alright. T-Say, you're all healed up. Patched up back to normal. And Nerlin, I'm going to do the same for you. There you go. So now Addie's the only wounded one. Addie's kind of a pacifist, low-key pacifist, so I'm not all that worried about that. Sorry, Maxim. We never got around to building you a bedroom. Crimson Russ saying, glad I didn't try to install that leg on his head. Oh, wow. So all of this lightning, this armadillo guy is... he can't move or whatever. No. Yeah. Okay, harms. Got yourself a Devil Strand Parka. You suck, though. So I'm going to have you drop your Parka, and then I'm going to banish you. I know. Maybe I am the baddie, but those stats suck. Devil Strand coming in from Moranis. And chat event of clear weather from Shake. I did say I was going to sign Maxim, and it has been long enough. So here we go. The legend. You are Maxim now. Congratulations. And then we have a raid of Lich coming in. 3 of them. We also have all of these Ice Fiends and stuff out there that I've not yet, let's say, tidied up. Whatever happened to his bow? Nerlin's bow. Where'd you go? Oh, shield. I don't think you want to be in there. There we go. Alright, let's get a full court press amount of people to help out with this incoming attack. What are you? You are a summoner, a necromancer, and a succubus. Alright. Well, the weather finally starting to clear, so we'll be able to get rid of all these bodies. Derek, you're first through the door. Oh, I guess we really don't have a lot of mana, do we? Oh, we're poisoned him. Let's have Shield go in. He just splat him entirely. I don't have enough for a Valiant Charge. Uh-oh. Completely splat. You guys need to wear better armor. Dodge. Kerchunk. That was... They did not spellcast very much. They were presumably low-level liches that died pretty ingloriously. Alright, I'm not going to bother touching the bodies here. I'm just going to set them all on fire. Shield. I have Rust heal you up. Make sure that this is not a home zone, because fire. Alright, Nerlin, what is your move speed? Ah, even one-legged. You're still move respectably fast. Jade coming from Tim. And that Lich got beat up. Alright, so the legend here. I was curious what name you wanted. For now, I'm just going to have them name you named Maxim again. But if there is a name that you want specifically, let me know. I'm happy to change that around. So here's another Wanderer's clothing. What classes are we missing in our group? Quite a lot. For might, it would only be... Oh, you're done. Actually, you're not done. For might, it would be monk. What else would it be? I should have the double strand. I think it's 100, not 80. Is the minimum requirement. There's a lot of missing magic classes, though. For might... We have Paladin. So we don't have a Gladiator, and we don't have a Monk. Yeah, it's 100 Double Strand. Avanako Tribe coming in. Maybe they have some Double Strand. That'd be pretty cool. If you're curious about missing classes, you got to go to the website and read the rules. There are some classes that are straight up disabled. Or, well, this one time I'll show you. So, mod settings. Here's the class options. So, we don't have a Wanderer, an Arcanist, an Ice Mage, a Fire Mage. We don't have a Priest yet. We don't have... those would be the mages. So, Arcane, Wanderer, Fire, Ice, Priest. We do have someone that might want to become a Priest. We were thinking about that for Addy. And then for Warriors, we don't have a Gladiator, and we don't have a Monk. And a Wayfarer. So, there's 3 Might and 5 Magic that have left to be added. Aloe Sucks, thanks for the Double Strand. Read the website. The other classes that are enabled are illegal. They are against the rules of this series. Will not be adding them. So, no Necromancers, no Summoners. Those classes will not be implemented. Not in any way, not ever, in this series. It's not like Goblins in the Wardens of Eriador, where I might make an exception. There is a good, hard, balanced rules for the reason why certain classes are disabled. Because they are essentially... I didn't make any effort to balance them or to make them playable, so we can't play them, is the long and short of it. Alright, Droidin. Oh, no, you still have an Arcane High. Let's not get addicted to mana pots. Alright, still terraforming. Alright, Maxim, your bedroom is becoming built up a little bit. Gonna give you a roof. Also gotta mine out the slate behind it. Alright, I believe Addy, even though you're wounded, you still should have the highest, yeah, you still do have the highest trade price improvement. But you know what we could do? We could have you heal. There we go. Let the regeneration take effect, and you're fully healed. Yeah, am I a jerk for not healing you sooner? Oh, nice. So the AI... So this here is just an indicator of what level of animal intelligence they have. I hadn't seen that yet. Alright, we're going to sell the crab eggs because they are worth a lot. Sell the light and lizard skin. They don't have a double strand, unfortunately. They do have wool, but I haven't really had that much trouble trying to stay warm yet. These guys got wood, though. So let's sell off a lot of the small stacks of leather and such for wealth reasons. Okay, that looks pretty good. Also might not... Yeah, let's just buy their veg. And then we'll start planting double strand. That'll work. I'm going to sell some of a whole bunch of my meat as well. Just enough to make the money I want to make. Okay, there we go. Greenhouse, you are now a Devil Strand farm. Awesome. Now I am going to need to start hunting again, and Nerlin and Cheese are going to be my hunters. Whoa, there's a torn script for ice mages that just landed on me. Thank you all for the subs and the bits. I've been seeing that on the side there. Alright, let's fix up this bedroom. We just literally ruined it. Oh, Maxim, you're making your own stuff? I don't think you want to. Because this dresser sucks. Sorry, dude, but it sucks. Alright, so Nerlin's back to hunting. Move speed of 4.24. Cheese is also hunting. He's a little loud at hunting. I mean, no complaints. Hunting is hunting, right? More Devil Strand coming down. Thank you. Does Fertile Lands need this? So Fertile Lands will require Devil Strand as well. Yes. Fertile Lands, much like fertile soil, helps to increase the speed of growth around a certain area. But Fertile Lands requires 40 Devil Strand, so I'm going to hold off until I have regrowth, because I'd rather have the limbs. More Devil Strand from Draco. Cloth from G Gamer. And beer from Bubbles. Sergeant Bubbles. Cheese, it seems like you're... Or, not Cheese. Shield, it seems like you're sleeping forever now that you're finally up. Make that dresser for him, because I don't think he's necessarily going to make a nice one. Rob's dropping me more Devil Strand. I think we're almost up to the 100 mark if I start hauling this stuff. Garo wants revenge. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to chase me down there, even with my missing leg. Cheese has been shocking the heck out of you. Alright, that will replenish the meat, because I just sold a whole bunch of my meat for silver. We'll need a haul in the corn and whatnot. Alright, so Maxim, your bedroom's all set up. Hunting with lightning, am I trying to pre-cook the meat? Yeah, absolutely. Free tenderization. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Alright, so merging some of the stacks. Bring up some space. Do points carry over to other streams? So sort of. Your points will carry over to the next stream of Origins of Magic, but it will not carry over to the Wardens of Eriador. They do not carry over between series, so they are isolated to the series that they belong to, but they will carry over to next series. So if you want to, make a, save up for a ton for something huge, you're welcome to. And you won't be penalized for doing that. Not at all. But the points you make here can't be used in Wardens of Eriador. So just want to make that clear as well. If you're looking for the bits, it should be right below the leaderboard there. Unless I screwed something up. More Double Strand from Arkfall. Marble blocks from Rolvin Hage. To help build the library. Well, thanks. I definitely need a proper library, don't I? None of the pop-ups you say are showing. Let's see. I'm going to emulate one. That's a fake one. No, I see it. I see it on my screen, and I also see it on my stream. So, I don't know. Yeah, look at the top right there. You don't see the real ones? I mean, Pooker says he sees it. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to trick you guys to drop more bits or anything. I myself see it in my own recording here, so it should be working. Yes, they don't take up a lot of space. I could make the text a little bit bigger, but one of the common complaints of this series when it goes up onto YouTube, same with Wardens of Eridor, is that the sort of bits and subs are intrusive. So I'm trying to reduce the amount of intrusion as best I can, while also being alerted that you guys are generous and amazing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So we're almost up at the double strand we need. No text used? Yes. No, I don't have the like text messages that you send. That's mostly to keep this safe for work. Not that I don't trust everybody, but I've definitely seen cases where people will drop, let's just say, unfriendly messages in the, I guess I do run that risk already with the messages that you send when you send stuff. But hopefully you all respect that I'm trying to keep a family-friendly stream. Blocks. Okay, so cloth from Not Even Witty. A whole bunch of gar ready to be cooked up. Oops. I don't usually hunt bone dogs. So, cheese. There is no room in the butchery to haul these animals, so you're just killing them now. So versatility. Oh, you're gonna get hit by this one. Let's blink out of there. Let's start leveling up his bread and butter spell. I'm initially gonna level up the efficiency so he casts it a little bit more cheaply. Some arcane bulk goods coming in. I also really need to haul these corpses away. Alright, Mr. Cheese. That's probably enough wildlife hunting for you. There's enough corpses out here to last a while. Also burned up your mana pool. Just a wee bit. Alright, so we have one more Wanderer's Cloak to do. I think I sold the leather, so we'll have to pick... We need, what, 150 ingredients? I'll have to pick cloth. Not a fantastic use of cloth, but it's better than nothing. Looks like I probably reversed the roles of these two, because this stockpile is just not big enough to keep up with demand. But we have found the sort of boundaries of the overhead mountain here. We got a raid coming in of tribespeople Farless Horde from Crimson Rust, I think. Is that what that said? I glanced at it just for a moment. Yep. For the unethical treatment of downed enemies. So the ethical treatment of downed enemies is reserved for the Magehunters and the Confederacy of Lords, and not so much for the tribals. The tribals are not... They don't return the favor, I'll put it that way. Not that the Confederacy of Lords do either, but we're sort of role-playing that they would. Alright, I'm going to put in another stockpile here, this time in slate. But yeah, maybe I'll start to treat the downed tribals as, you know, nicely. I'll start to do that now. Because you make a fair point. All right, so maybe I won't let my my visitors fight this fight by themselves. That'd be rude. We'll get out there. Oh, you just... Oh, he died quick. Oh, no, that's gonna miss. Alright, Addy. Cheese. Cheese, I think you actually need mana. Same with you, Jordan. Oh, Shield does not appreciate being bashed by all of these tribals without backup, so we'll give them backup. Oh, they're already fleeing. T-Sang. Go kill Rad. Oh, you missed. Or I missed, I should say. Oh boy, that's gonna... Yep, splat and squish. Alright, the Paladin will deliver last rites. That seems about fitting and fair. There's no one really to ethically treat. Yeah, Shield definitely could have used some help on the front lines. Luckily, he's a big old tank. Although, without that extra shield he had, his resistance has gone down a little bit. Alright, so we're burning up the souls. Rust, what I want you to do is haul this Ice Fiend. Alright, so we've broken some of the resistance to the prisoners. Let me turn that overlay off. Drunkfish. We could recruit you. Yeah. Alright, so instead of trying to use the Orb of Souls, what I'm going to do is actually recruit these guys. Drunkfish would make a pretty good gladiator, I think. Super immune. Careful Shooter's a little weird for gladiator to have, but... and then this guy would make a good monk. If we get an Orb of Souls, I'll start capturing prisoners to, you know, use their souls. That sounds so evil, but... it's for a good cause. It's to defend the world. It's like, you know, it's like what Thanos said. Sometimes sacrifices need to be made. The greatest sacrifices require the strongest wills. So, if we have to strip some souls out of some people to defend against the hordes of magic. Was Addy already auctioned? Yes. Addy is Penguin. Penguin's character. Let's go to the name queue here. Penguin. Addy is Addy. And then the legend here. Oh, if you wanted to change your name from Maxim, let me know. Just tag me so that I see it a little bit more easily. There we go. Some more Ice Sprites and Ice Fiends being chopped up. Shield leveling up yet again. Maybe Coordination wouldn't be terrible. Or... actually, I'm going to level up Dimension Blade so that you can use your Phase Strike a little bit more regularly. I never traded with you guys, so Addy, you want to... or did I? I don't think I did. Ooh, Spell Resurrection. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Not that we have a priest yet. But... I'd like their Mana Weave. I guess what I'm really waiting on is for something bigger than what they currently have offered. I need to start crafting things as trade goods. That's what I really need to do. So Penguin, do you actually want to become a priest? And if so, do you want me to wait for a Orb of Souls trait transfer before, or not? Sell lots of that gold. So the reason I'm hanging on to the gold is a lot of the magical arms and armor that we'll want later on require gold. Grapes are a sore subject for me, yeah, they are. Grapes grow too slow. Too slow for my liking. Alright, I'm going to add some sandbags. I know they're kind of immersion breaking, but sandbags have been around a while, so Let's pretend that's not the case. We got that Wanderer cloak out. Who's wearing it? Rust? Yeah, Rust is wearing one. Jordan's wearing another. Cheese, you don't have one. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Cheese, go wear that. What Tory Talker vote is? So Tory Talker vote is, let me just do one right now. How's that sound? This is the Tory Talker vote. Right up there, where you get to vote on an event that you don't actually spend anything for. So Addy says go with Priest. For the traits I choose, so if I make you a Priest, I think you're going to be stuck with Undergrounder and Jealous, unless I do an Orb of Souls thing. So, you know what I could do is, I could try to send out a trade run, to potentially get you better traits. I'll try to do that before I make you a Priest. I think that might be worth it. And as it says right here, Whisper, Rad Twitchbot, your vote. The publicly spammed 1s, 2s, and 3s won't count. Stop by the castle ruins on my way to trade. Yeah, I do need to go to those castle ruins. I think what I'm going to do is send... What I really wanted to do, in truth, was to get Nerlin... to get Nerlin a regrown leg before I went to those ruins. Because I want him to go, but he needs not a peg leg. So sort of waiting on not having a peg leg. Alright. Trade Caravan Seers is leaving. Oh, and I have a rotten body out front. That we will try to ignore and forgive. More Devil Strand from Moreland. We're almost at the Devil Strand. Oh, we are. I think we just hit it. I think these last two sent by Trueheart, who... Yeah, that should be enough. As long as we have the necessary skills. So 10 intellect and 4 crafting. I do believe Cheese has that. Yeah, you have 17 and 8. So perfect. We're going to get it. Wild Woman wanders in. I can attempt to tame or arrest her. I'm just going to leave her to be wild. Even more Devil Strand coming down, and Silver, Kea Black, and Jiwoon finish off Regrowth. Yeah, we're definitely going to get Regrowth. And then Nerlin's going to get his leg, and eventually everybody's going to get all their other body parts. I've been saving up for from Rust for the ability to get Regrowth. And then, of course, we could also... Oh, interesting. This went back to Overhead Mountain. New recruit. Addy recruited Drunkfish. So, just like last time, you all have about 5 minutes if you are a subscriber to say something in the public chat, and we will add you in. I'll raffle that off. So I think what I'm going to do here is start off a new area for bedrooms. And hope that I am not invoking the danger of an Overhead Mountain insect raid. Fingers crossed. Man, these grapes. I hate grapes. I mean, in truth, I actually like grapes in real life, but the grapes in this game trigger my wrath. Alright, Cheese. Let's go make that spell. Thank you, guys. Wood. Name. Raven, class Wayfarer. Alright. Make sure I'm getting that right. Nope, that would be an M. Alright, so Wayfarer, you said. So taking a look at the class lists here, just for people that are about to get auctioned. Oh no, I just renamed the wrong one. But I'll fix that in a second. You are still Bix. You are now Raven. Yep. I noticed. You just tagged me there. So if you... Oh, no, not reconnect. It would be menu, mod settings. So, you said Wayfarer. That would be a fighter jack of all trades. So what I'm going to need to do on Raven here is... Once Cheese is done with that, I'm going to do a Gem of Physical Insight to give you the prerequisites to become a Wayfarer. I don't even need a book to become a Wayfarer. You can do it without a book, which is pretty cool. And we'll get that all set up. Additionally, we are going to want some furniture for some of these new guys. T-Sang leveling up in plants from Sam the Hacker. Party. And again, we're having a Devil Strand farm party. I don't know why I haven't put down a party zone, but this will be the last time I forget. Party zone, marriage spot. Caravan pack spot. There we go. Got that set up. Ooh, a masterwork bed. We're pretty reliably setting those up. Oh, where'd he go? I don't know. All right. Deconstruct the campfire in the growing room. It's actually, the ambient temperature is... Yeah, it would save me some wood. The ambient temperature is not... It won't hurt me like it would before. More candy for the mood, Pick says, with some ambrosia. Well, thank you. Unhappy nudity. Bix, you're unhappily nude. I don't like that. It means I'm failing you in some way. Alright, if you're stuck and you're trying to send commands to the bot, I just unstuck you. I think regrowth... Here it is, regrow limb. Alright, let's have Rust read that. It's going to be a really, really nice one to have. And then let's invest all 3 points into regrowth mastery. Making it cheaper to use regrowth, and then also 1 point in focus, again making it cheaper. So, first things first, Nerlin, I'm sorry to do this to you, but we are going to have to remove your left leg first. And if that's the case, this dining room needs to get tidied up, like, immensely. In fact, yeah, Jordan, how about you just kick off a... Dust Devil. There we go. The Dust Devil just did it. I guess Cheese is removing your... Cheese, are you a doc? Yeah, you're a doc. Why worry about that? Of course you're a doc. I think for now, Bix will be a bit of a hauler. I don't really have much else for Bix to do at present. Alright, please don't butcher this. It always, I never, it always bugs me, or not bugs, that's the wrong word. It always makes me nervous doing surgeries, especially, oh, don't blink, oh, man. Alright, so let's use regrowth on Nerlin. Must be free of debris. Okay, well, it's on cooldown now. Let's not use blink for a bit. I think Nerlin needs to be... We'll get there. Alright, Shield, what I want you to do is focus on this bedroom. I think Bix will appreciate it, and now it's time to auction off Bix. Alasux. Alright. Congratulations, man. You are now the Bix. If you have a name or whatever you'd want me to put in, let me know. Also classes and stuff like that. For now, I'm just going to call you Bix or Bixo. Alright, Mr. Rust. So, congratulations. Arcane artifacts research just finished. Let's start to do enchanting. That will help give us an edge as far as combat goes. You see it stuttering a little bit. Try to reload is what I would say. Because I don't think I'm lagging. I don't have any. I have it set up that it will like red flag me if I've got issues, and I don't have any issues right now. Okay, so we have a Manhunter pack of Ice Fiends. Interesting. Hi, Ice Fiends. You stay there. Rust, you get up. Everybody up. We got some Ice Fiends to squash. Are all fiends ice? No. No, they're not. Oh no, you know what? Regrowth is still on a long, long cooldown, so forget that. Oh, Ice Fiends are already here. They're quick. Ho ho! Right in your face. Oh man, they're real quick. Hello, I'm over here. You seem to be leaving me in my absolute positive dust. Don't worry, Addy, I'm coming. Ooh, cheese with the lightning bolt. Melted him quite nice. Now, as I said, I haven't actually had a ton of time to balance these guys. I plan on balancing them a little bit better next week. That's on me entirely. All right, Addy, you're already fully healed. I know, not much of a... oh, you're back up. Do not want. All right, now he's dead. Dead for real. Telev, yes. Use regrowth on an empty floor tile. I've used regrowth before. I just misclicked it there. Wine coming down from Zytex. So yeah, I'll show you how to use regrowth properly. I just screwed it up the first time. Because of course I did. Leaving Nerlin to hobble around at 2.65 on one leg. Boo. Here would be a really good hospital, I think. It's right next to the front. Therefore, easily accessible. So maybe this becomes El Hospital. Something like that. What I could do is reinforce... let's open it up a little bit more. Reinforce this wall here with extra sidings so that we don't get people... We don't get... you know, enemies trying to sap in. Looks like you need pants, Bix. Pants, pants, pants. What I need to do is a queue do until have. So let's do that. Do until have 1 of 90 plus. Make this one out of wolfskin or plain leather. And... take to best stockpile, that's fine. Alright, someone will get working on that in a second here. Granite blocks from Elm and Jade from Tim. Thank you, guys. Are you melee or magical? You are LSX, you are neither. I would need to give you prerequisites for you to become one or the other. I'm happy to do either, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Kibble and cabinet. Yes, I screwed that up. Let me copy and paste. And then Raven, you're going to want at least a Gladius for right now. Whatever suits me better. Well, if you went So your character is a careful shooter, but really doesn't have particularly good shooting skills. With that said, you could train up, meaning maybe a mage, maybe fire or ice. It's up to you. We do have the tome for ice, so you could become an ice mage rather quickly if that is something you want. I don't think the bot is dead, as I'm seeing balance checks. So my guess is it's working. You might be stuck, but that doesn't mean the bot is dead. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do... No, not Jade Wall. What do I look like to you, Daddy Warbucks? Alright, let's try to get rid of this sort of lump here and extend the walls out. Add some additional... it's usually individuals. I have the ability to unstick people. Yes. So I can relog the bot. But whatever you're doing to get stuck, like invalid commands and the like, be careful not to continue posting that whatever those bugged commands are. Alright, so let's use some regrowth. So here's a seed of regrowth that I just spawned on the ground, and then Nerlin, we are going to regrow your, what leg was it? Left leg? We are going to regrow your left leg. So, left leg. There we are. Okay. Actually, you might want to consume some food first before we do this. So, rust, you need 90% of your mana. You already have it, so let's go operate. So, the Seed of Regrowth acts as a body part. And we will get that going in a moment here. This, Jordan drop. Oh, you don't have enough mana. Can I consume it? No, you're on an arcane high already. So you know what? You're just going to clean up the old manual style. You want Sub-Zero as a name? I think that'd be confusing. Alright, so Rust, bringing over a mana pot, and boom, the leg is regrown. Right now it's a stub, and the leg will improve over time as the leg is able to, you know, it'll get better over time, I guess. Words. Use the words. Yes, exactly like Deadpool. Starts off with a little lump of a leg, and then eventually you get a full leg. And actually, there's a chance to get something even better than just a regular leg at the end result, which is pretty cool. Ice Heart? Ice Heart works for me, man. But I'll hear it from you first. Yeah, it's, yeah, like a newt. That's a good way of putting it. Like a duck leg? I don't know about a duck leg. Why is there so much confusion? So, Raven, we are going to make you a... Okay, we haven't finished that gem, but that would be easy to finish. Yeah, I know you're not Bix. You're just tossing out ideas. Alright, so we have a... We'll put the hospital in here. It's kind of weird shape, but whatever. It'll have to do. And another thing I'm going to want is even more of an airlock, just in case. Oh, and we've got another prisoner ready to be recruited. Do we even... No, we never even set up that Bix's bedroom. Bix thinks I'm a jerk. Don't worry, you're not going to be shorted. We will give you proper... I thought I was keeping one of the prisoners for traits. I don't have an Orb of Souls to do that just yet, so I was going to just let it ride. Raven, your Gem of Physical Insight is done. And now you are physically adept, and now you're a Wayfarer. So Wayfarer is like a self-trained fighter. They can use all of the other sort of fighter abilities. So what do I want to give you first? I want to give you first Sprint and Thick Skin. I think are probably the most important for now. Fighter Focus wouldn't be bad either, but that's a pretty good start. We definitely have need of additional brawlers on the front. So any kind of ingredient can make this book. We'll make it out of plain leather because that's one of the most inexpensive, and we'll do that for both books. And there you go. You are a Wayfarer class. Humpty Moo, thanks for all the gifts. Alright, Cheese, let's get you to Scribe. Is Silver Tile have a sterile value? No, I don't think it has a sterile value. We'll just go with traditional slate, like all the other rooms we have. I know this is a really strange shaped hospital. We'll add walls to it. Alright, so he's scribing. We've got people researching. Mataguana's coming in. Metal tiles are sterile. Do they have a sterile component? I didn't think they did. I think just sterile tiles do. Oh no, this has a cleanliness value. Alright, so let's make it metal tile. That's a good point. Better than sterile tile. And we have plenty of metals, so that shouldn't be an issue. Bix, we never made you pants, did we? Or if we did, someone took them? So, you are Raven. You're going to be set up for Might. Bix. Where are the pants? Said I made pants. Inventory. Hang on one second. So here we just did a sprint skill. Going for apparel. I don't see any pants that fit the bill. Bix, you're right. There are no pants. The pants are a lie. 90 plus. There we go. That'll be a little bit better. Jordan, you want to do this? Oh, you're not assigned to tailoring. That would be an issue. I wanted to level Cheese's crafting skill up a bit, but we're still waiting on that. So, Nerlin, how's your leg coming? Still stub? Yeah, still a little stub. Even as a stub, you move probably a little bit faster. 306, that's not terrible. It's not wonderful. But it could be worse. Raven, we've got the... What is this? The sprint skill. Give you that sprint skill. And turn it on. So sprint just allows you to move a little bit faster at a cost of max energy. So Raven, you are 5'11 speed. Wayfarer gives you +2, and then sprint. Sprint. What's sprint doing? Is another 30%. Alright, and thick skin is done as well. Let's go read that. And we'll get that set up. Alright, I think there are some... Once we get this project done, this little hospital project, I think there is a... Oh, jeez. They make horrible noises. Alright, you want to just go yeet a... Really? You missed? Come on now. Silly iguana. You're not going to be able to hit me, catch me. You, mere mortal? That's not going to work. You're an asthmatic iguana. Alright, well thanks for the mad animal. Let's do another Tory Talker vote. Keep this rolling, moving for you all. Meteorite, inspiration, herd migration. Make sure to be whisper in the butt. Otherwise, your vote won't count. The vote won't work. How's my meat? My meat's pretty low. So taking a look at that, let's not hunt the warrior. We're not cannibals here. At least not yet. No ideas, guys. I don't want cannibals. Accidental aggro, given an inspiration to Nerlin. It's too bad his inspiration wasn't grow legs faster. Alright, so I'm going to do a do until you have for a bunch of my clothing. I'm going to do 90%, and we'll make sure to get some clothing out. Now, things like dusters are going to get phased out relatively quickly because we're going to be using like either armor for warriors or actually, with that said, let's get rid of that. We're going to be using armor or robes or whatnot. Dusters really just aren't going to be a thing. I'm not using the Thrumble for purposely because I'm waiting for some sort of inspiration or something like that. And let me set the other ones up. A tabard, definitely I want one of these. So all leather except for Thrumbo should be fine. I'm not going to do any cloth tabards for now either. And do until I have one. Let's set the other ones up for all but Thrumbo. Thrumbo is the really important stuff. In fact, actually, Leviathan Chitin is also should be forbidden because not that we have any, but Leviathan Chitin is particularly strong stuff too, and that we want to save for inspirations and the like. All right, meteorite, you all voted for. It's sandstone, so unfortunately it's not all that helpful. Does the wild person have some useful traits? Not that I recall. They're like depressive, I think. Let's find them again. They're like fast learner and depressive. All right, let's see how good my memory is. Here we go. Are they fast learner and depressive? Yes! Fast learner and depressive. I have a great memory. I think that's a trait I can probably claim in real life. Leviathans drop pearls. Yes, they do. You dropped me another meteorite. Rob's did, rather. And it's compacted steel. What about the castle ruins? I still plan on going. I was hoping for Nerlin to get a little bit more of his stub regrowth. He is particularly good at doing ruins quests, but right now his movement speed puts him in danger if I try that. My skills degenerate at a slower rate, yes, but I'm also probably just like lazy, so I don't build them up fast. I just have a good memory. Let's be honest here. We're all human. We're only human. All right, there we go. The start of our hospital. We do need like an arcane... Oh, T-Sing, thanks for the bits. I've been trying to pump you up as a paladin here. In fact, let's learn Overwhelm. Ooh la la. So Overwhelm, you unleash power and you overwhelm the physical and mental senses of creatures near you. Let's see. For right now, I think I'm also going to start to give you clarity, just like all the other mages, because you need mana regeneration. And additionally, I feel like I owe you maybe Helm of the Valiant, but I don't have the right Arcalium to craft a really nice one. But so I'll make it in steel. So this is Magicite. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll do 2 Valiants. One for Raven as well. Bix here, I haven't forgotten about you. You want to be an Ice Mage. So let's give you... We need a Gem of Arcane Insight. And these gems that I'm making are using a ton of our Magicite, which is why I haven't been trading away the Magicite. I've been hoarding them. Pink Link mentioning make statues. Yes, I should make statues. I don't want to have people glued to stone cutting for too long, though. So that's my hesitation. But I will get to that. Oh, the wild person is hunting Droident for food. I mean, okay. Like, this is extraordinarily weird. When did we enter survive the swarm here? I was not aware that that's what we were doing. Shield, I'm going to have you help him out, because Droiden's not exactly a combat mage. Come on, are you rounding up? I obviously have less than, or lower than 15, because I'm not able or allowed to blink yet. It doesn't matter. We have backup coming. Backup's teleporting through the mountain. Ka-chunk! Alright, you don't belong to a faction, so you know what? I don't owe you any favors. You punched me in the face, you tried to eat me, so enjoy death. Cake or death? You picked death. You had no flag, so goodbye. Rust, are you ready for another growth? You do seem to be ready. So let's haul this regrowth seed and maybe shield. I'm gonna heal your eye. I basically need to be queuing the regrowth seed. Oh, you know what? Regrowth seed should go here. I'm just gonna call this seed. Critically important that seed of regrowth. There it is. Goes there. That way it's not too far from the hospital. Speaking of hospital, we'll be done with that soon. Shield. You have a right eye injury. So your right eye is going to get regrown. If we do it right. Don't arrest him. Alright, now we're already operating. Wonderful. And soon we'll have a proper hospital to do this a little bit easier. The hospital is also right next to the mana pots, which is a requirement of the regrowth spell. So, again, some synergy. Shield can recruit fast. We've got another Torn Script device. We don't need 2 of them. Just wanted to point that out. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we don't allow for duplicate classes, so that second one won't be used. It'll be sold. Silver coming down from Kaya Black. Your test worked. And who sent me the wine? Crimson Rust for some wine. Thank you, Rust. Alright, shield. Your eye worked. It's a milky eye, but it will get better. New recruit. So we've got... what was your normal name? Ovascam? Ovascam Rala. I will, again, auction them off in about 5 minutes' time. Do I have a monk book yet? I do not. No. I thought that this nimble dude could be a pretty good monk. He also has a burning passion in shooting, so he could also be, I don't know, you could be a gladiator or a monk, or really any sort of mage, too. About 5 minutes until I auction them off, and we will set up another bedroom. I'm trying to leave as much of the high valuable sand that we can terraform so that it does not become yeah. But even given so that what I'm going to do is start running paths around which will, of course, limit our ability to have a whole oasis full of crop. But I think there's still plenty of territory to use. More Devil Strand from Kubi. Whoa, that's a lot of Devil Strand. Wine from Zalay. Cloth from Lucas. Silver. Oh, we read that. And this thing wants revenge. That's not going to work for you. Yeah, already dead. Nerlin, why aren't you hauling your kills? You're still stubbing. So if he continues to be on a stub, I'm going to go to this castle ruin without him. I wanted to go with him, but I'm running out of patience, truth be told. Nope, Jordan, you're hurt. No, you're not. How long does it take? I think it's variable. I'm not exactly... I don't know the time frame. I think it's roughly... It always takes the same amount of time, but I don't actually know how much time that literally is. Alright, so here's the Arcane Insight. This is for Bix. Bix, or rather the legend, if you have a name... Sorry, I vetoed your other name. Or AOL sucks, rather, not a legend. If you have a name for Bix, you are about to become an arcane ice mage. So let's use the Arcane Insight. So these gems of Arcane Insight, this gives you the prerequisite to become a mage. It doesn't make you a mage immediately, but it is the prerequisite. And then you become magically gifted. And then when you're magically gifted, you can then learn a scroll, like the priest scrolls or the ice scrolls. The reason I haven't done this with Addy yet is I wanted to change Addy's traits around. So now Bix, you are an... It didn't take. I don't know why that didn't work. Rename you to Scathy, sure. I might have to dev it in. Do you know... Does anyone that is familiar enough with this mod know that if there's a chance for a failure? Or if it broke? Because there might be... Oh, let me read this. I think there is a chance for failure. And I think that's exactly what happened. I think this is part of the game. So as such... check devlog. That's a good point. No. Nope. Devlog doesn't have any errors. So... let's just say that it failed. It failed naturally. Maybe because it was a torn script. Yeah, the description alone says it may not be possible. I didn't know I had a fail chance either. And it, of course, might just be a bug that went without a bug log. So if it fails twice, I think it's pretty safe to say I'll dev it in. And by dev it in, I mean, like, you know, I'm not going to rely on chance. I'll just do it through console codes. You know, like you do. Okay, so Panther says there is a 10% chance to fail. So, cool. Scathy, we will fix this. Or at least I'll try to. Uranium coming down. Oh, Scotty. Did you spell it wrong? Or did I spell it wrong? Because you've given me two different names. Just correct me if I'm wrong. And then Ovascam, it is time for you to have a new owner. Roof if possible? Yes. Once I build a torch, I'll add a roof. Just Chris B. You know, given that your name is Chris B, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but, a fire mage, right? You're also a firekeeper in your childhood, but this is up to you. I'm just going to name you Chris for now. Perfectly fine. Alright, I'll leave it. He was magically gifted, actually. I had learned I'd used the gem of Arcane Insight. And then it burned that up. You might not have saw that I had done that, but they were magically gifted prior. Otherwise, you simply, if you're not magically gifted, you can't even understand a torn script. Kind of like the Scrolls of Oblivion. You just stare at it and you see nothing. Fire Mage would be awesome. Alright, well, that means that I am going to be probably just almost out of Magicite. Despite the fact that I've been mining it up like crazy, meaning that Droiden's going to have to do a whole lot of mining for me, I think, to try to get some additional Magicite. So here's another Arcane Insight gem. Scathy, let's try to have you use it. Alright, so Scathy is now magically gifted once again, and trying to use a script again. Alright, it failed to take again, so you know what? I don't think it is likely that we failed magically twice in a row. Maybe I'm cheating here, but I think more than likely it's like a save load problem, and I'm not going to go through that whole kerfuffle of saving and loading, so come on. There you are. Done. Little help from the gods. Alright, so you, by default, learned Ice Bolt and Rainmaker. Rainmaker just makes it rain. So you're an Ice Mage. And yep, we are going to want Blink for you pretty soon. Blink is a really nice ability for you to even level up with. So, Cloth, Magicite. Again, ripping on my Magicite. We also need a bedroom for Chris. And a magical wand of ice and fire. The new guy already got raffled. Oh, but you should probably not be tailoring. Cook, Hunt, Warden? So you have a 7 burning Warden. Maybe not even Warden. I guess I'll let you finish that because we've already used up some of the ingredients. Madsy's sending a Tome of Fire, and R sending me some wood. Oh, did you stop at 7? Alright, I guess we'll have to allow you to tailor that to finish. Watch it be like masterwork and I'm just wrong. No, normal quality. Alright, there we go. So here's one of the helms of the Valiant. Raven. Let's give you thick skin as well. Looks to me like we're going to need to make you proper armor. So I know I have the Helm of the Valiant out, but let's get some additional plate armor going. And maybe a heater shield. Actually, Raven, let me know if you want to be dual wield or swordboard or whatever. Now, getting some additional cooks is nice. But our food supply is dwindling. Our wood supply looking pretty good. Well, not great, but decent. So here's an Arcane Tome Fire. That one shouldn't miss fire. It's not a torn script. There isn't a chance for failure, which is definitely better, in my opinion. Oh, and a raid of Magehunters from Game Hunter. So 2 bowmen. Jinx and Sam, the hacker, coming in. Nerlin, are you still... Oh, so Nerlin's leg grew a little bit. But definitely you don't want to be out there on your own. So T-Sang, Shield, and Rust. Let's get out there. Shield, how is your eyeball? Still milky. Cheese, let's go too. There are some two-handed swords, yeah. Yes. In fact, you could... There are elephant spears, and thrumbo axes. I could try to make a thrumbo axe. They're really, really powerful. In fact, I should probably make a thrumbo bow for Nerlin. So yeah, if you want to be two-handed, that's totally cool. In fact, it's pretty amazing. Two-handed weapons are excellent. Big ol' phase strike. And a seismic slash. I don't think they're going to last very long. Oh, that missed. For some reason, they're not even looking at me, so that's fine. Valiant charge into your face. Splat you. Let's go after Sam. Sorry, Sam, you dead too. We're going to need a bigger raise than that. Yeah, as I mentioned on the website, there is in no way is this truly balanced. We are stupidly strong, and that's just how it is. And this was proof of that. I could just poof enemies out of existence like that. Without too much effort, too. Pawn... So you can only level up pawns so many times in a given period. So my guess is it is actually true maxed. Random skills aren't maxed. Parties and raids are currently maxed. Level pawn is actually not maxed, so you're probably bugged. What I'll try to do for everybody that is currently having toolkit issues, I will do a reset or a refresh. But I don't like doing this too often because it's not perfectly stable, so there's a chance of it blowing up and crashing on me. So for the sake of many, I'll ignore the needs of a few, if that's a good interpretation. Alright, Droy needs more mana to cast. What do we have? Magical. So we even have the ability to make arcane artifacts now. So Robes of the Archmage, Cloaks of Supremacy. These are very, very expensive to make, but they're very powerful artifacts. So Supremacy gives you 40% additional energy, 40% energy regen, and ability cooldown 20%. Also gives you Phantom Shift, 20% chance to just avoid damage. But of course, it requires 400 Magicite, which is a ridiculous amount. Robes of the Archmage is 500 Magicite. This is 25 energy, 20 energy regen, energy cost minus 10%. You level up 25% faster, some resist, less cooldown, but of course, again, stupidly high Magicite cost. So for that Magicite, killing elementals helps. Yeah, there's some things that help. So for right now, what I think I'm going to do is the new guys, because you're the, so to speak, grunts of the group, you're going to draw a short straw and help clean up, because I don't want to rely on Droiden's Dirt Devil for too long. We'll crank one out now, but we're going to actually have to get some manual cleaning up. The prison can lose a bed and end table and dresser in lieu of actually housing someone. I should have built that sooner. T-Sang, you're leveling up. Let's give you more regen. Personally, I really highly prioritize regen over almost all else, because not having mana is a death sentence for a mage most of the time. Alright, we have mana for regrowth. Cheese needs a finger. Nerlin, you're being... Really? You're getting bossed around by a squirrel? Come on, man. You are... I'm going to tell you to attack by default now. Yeah, he got all scratched up. That's kind of funny. Herbal medicine from I Wish for Pie coming down. Thanks, Pie. Shadow Wolf sent me some wood. Shake sent the mad squirrel that actually did a lot more damage than it probably should have, due to my inattentiveness. Sounds like storms are brewing. Alright, Nerlin, you're bringing that squirrel in. Here is the new bedroom. Chris, you get it? Alright, so Raven, you've got yourself a Helm of the Valiant. In fact, it's even better than shields. So, awesome. And we're making another one, and this is going to be for Tsang. Droiden's really, really busy. Can I do Castle Quest before I end the stream? Absolutely. I think Nerlin, well, you know what I need to do is, let's first get Cheese's finger. So right ring finger. I think I can heal that with the right hand. I hope. So get Rust to crank this out. Combat style Monk coming down from Finger Guns. Unrefined Magicite from True Heart. And Brosia from Sergeant Gunso. Chris, you probably shouldn't be a hunter if you have no weapons. Scathy, I really need to... You are overdue for a Wand of... Not fire. A Wand of Ice. Alright, so here's the last Helm of the Valiant. Tsang, you're going to toss that on. Droiden, let's get that wand out. And we're also going to want another arcane gem to help Chris become a fire mage. We are a school of magic, after all. We're almost done terraforming this grow box. That's a nice landmark. I think hauling pets, we're going to keep the pets out of here in case I have pets that are seed eating. I don't want plant eaters to be eating my plants. Oh, it's a jade wand. Huh. Interesting. I won't stop it. It's a little late for that. Alright, so regrown hand stub. Part efficiency is low, but it will regrow. Alright, other permanent injuries we've got. Raven has a scratch scar, but I'm not sure I can do anything about that. Scathy has a scratch scar, and Chris has a destroyed thumb. Alright, so here's the Wand of Ice. Scathy, I'm going to have you even wake up for that. Droiden is working overtime. Oh, I guess it's a steel wand now. Is it? No, no. What are you making? You're making heavy plate armor. Yeah, that's for it. That's for all right, you can sleep. That one's for Raven. Alright, Cheese is on his feet. Good, some dromedaries to hunt. It's much needed. Wands are a ranged weapon, so they do benefit from, you know, shooting. Wands aren't so much magical as they are just like a typical weapon. So Scathy here, as a careful shooter, will carefully pick targets, which is nice. Actually, Scathy, let's have you hunt. Alright, so other things I want to do is Chris as a fire mage. We need 500 arcane magicite. We have almost 900, so that should be enough. Cheese, you want to... Oh, no, it shouldn't be Cheese, because Cheese has... Oh, it has to be Cheese. Ah, okay. I was going to say, because Cheese has a stub of a hand. Like a little, Deadpool, you know, baby hand. And that doesn't make for very good manipulation. Alright. Hunting, hunting, hunting. Am I still planning to go to the ruins? Yes. Yes, I am. We could do that now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's form a quick caravan. Shield. And Nerlin. Or actually, Shield. Let's do Nerlin and T-Sang. T-Sang doesn't even have carry weight to carry his own stuff. That's kind of funny. Give you both mounts. Give you guys 300 pemmican. Wow, we really cranked through our backlog of pemmican there. I did not know. Let's also make sure to bring some mana potions. 2 each. Where are my beds? Some of these cloth roll beds I could probably break down. So let's bring the good and the excellent one. Some meds. And head on out. As far as assignments go, T-Sang, you are going to be on travel, and Nerlin on travel. I'm going to set them all defaulting to flee, actually. Whoa. That sounded like right next to me. Meteorite of limestone. You were hoping for uranium. Well, thanks for the hope. Thanks for the try. Alright, so there we go. T-Sang and Nerlin on their way out. T-Sang... Oh, you know, we're not allowed to use thick skin. Like, you shouldn't have it as a spell. I'm going to have to edit your character to strip that out at some point. Needs time to recharge. I'll get rid of it eventually. Silver ore from Camilla. Awesome. That's useful. It's not close to the base. It's useful nonetheless. Once Droiden's done making this armor, I'll have that. Chris, looks like your gem is done. So now if you see magically gifted, and that's combat style monk. Here is the arcane tome of fire. And it didn't work again, but we can fix that. I don't know why these aren't working. I must have... I'll have to look into that as well. So let's grant trait. And you are a fire mage. So yeah, my guess is the first one failed too, meaning that I'm probably owed 500 Magicite, but I won't refund it. Alright, so Chris, you now know Firebolt. We're going to want to get a wand for you. A fire wand, could you believe that? Let's get rid of the wand of ice, lightning, gladius, heater. Okay. Fire wand. Now, fire mages, like any mage can use any kind of wand. I just like to keep it like the way I have it. Oh. Yep, alright. This is a turn script for power. Power would be arcane. Awesome, thanks Supercarda. And Camilla sending that silver at me. So this hospital is just about ready and done. Drop a roof over it. Move some beds. Nope. Seed. Copy and paste. Alright, so the seeds are going to be stored over there. Then additionally we're going to want some furniture. So I'm going to have a shelf of meds and a shelf of something else. So storage. Manufactured medicine, herbal meds. And then this will be... I don't know. I don't really know what we need here. mana pots that are preferred rather than important. I don't know. Doesn't really matter for now. Yidnar pronounced like Ior. Eor. So you're Edark? I don't know what you mean. Soleil sending me some wine and cloth from DN Karag. Cloth has arrived once again. Yes, it has. And Magicite from the Legend. Alright, so these need to be hospitals. We also probably want an animal sleeping spot that is for hospitalization as well. So we'll put one in there as well. Here's my wand of fire. Chris, that is worth waking up for if I could find it. No, it's down there. That's why. Wand of fire, good. Can I repair torsos? I don't know. Let's see. Make a little regrowth seed. Addie, you had a torso scar. No, you don't. Raven, you have a scratch scar. Crimson Rust wants to drink some wine. Yeah. Nothing like a drunk surgeon, I suppose. Where is the wine? Poorer, good, normal, poor, normal, normal. Alright, I guess you're going to drink some good wine. Regrow. No? I don't really see anything for scratch scars here. So it looks like those sort of scars are just scars. But regardless, Chris needs a right hand. So let's do that. Alright, drunk surgery time. Priest can purify those scars, yes. I knew that, but Addie's not a priest yet. I've been hoping to change up Addie's traits. More wine coming down from Skizik and Zlay, and a mana potion from Shake. You know, I really need to start making mana potions. So what's holding us up? Smoke leaf, psychoid leaf, and herbal meds. Kind of all of it's holding us up. We need more farms, is what we need. But we're working on the last of the section of the last section of my grow zone, so that's cool. Uranium come down from Shaky. The surgery went well. Cheese has a fledgling hand now. You have a hazy eye, not a milky eye. So yeah, these parts are getting better. Rob's sending me some mana pots. Yeah. Series coming soon, The Drunk Doctor. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so soon Droiden's going to be back on the mining queue. We down to about 400 Magicite, which is a lot lower than I'd like it to be. Magicite is like the lifeblood of enchanting. Wow, shield leveled up a lot without me noticing. So I'm going to make him phase strike like a demon. That seems to be an ability I particularly like. Droiden, let's... So the Sentinels are, like, pretty overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. One Sentinel... And I want to get some Master Craftsmen, so I'm going to save that up. Let's see what else we could do. Rust, you're going to get Focus. Cheese, you don't have a point. Raven, you haven't leveled up any of your might. The trouble is, for Raven to level up in might, I need to have some sort of ability that Raven uses often. Oh, and then we are going to want 2 blinks. Yes, I forgot about that. So Scathy and Chris, we're going to get you blink here pretty soon. Once I've maxed on usable classes, I'll have to figure it out. I don't think I'm going to be accepting the like magical. This is a school of magic. It's not like Xavier's school of magic had non-mutants. It was exclusively mutants, but I might lift some of the restrictions to allow doubles of some Or maybe 2 of every, I'm not sure yet. Gladiator combat form just dropped from Endarvi. We need muscle power, I agree. And Sam the Hacker sending me a little jade with the message of hi. Well, hi Sam. Alright, I think we need some cloaks and robes, because we're running around with an embarrassing low-tech clothing. So, let's do this. All leathers except for chitin and thrumbo. 90% plus. Do until you have 2. Okay. We'll start getting on that queue. I think we're just backed up because this armor that Jordan's making takes a long time. More jade coming down. The richer I am, the larger the fights. Yes, well, I am sitting on a giant pile of gold, so of that I am very aware. This gold seems to be bugged. It's like gold that isn't actually there. It's fool's gold. I love it. That's funny. Oh, here's the map encounter. They have arrived. There are animals in this area. There are capybara. Alright. Nerlin, your leg is regrown. So you do not have move speed penalties. That's great. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Don't hit glitch. Alright, so they're all dead. Unfortunately, this Castle Ruins, other than some old food, doesn't have much. I could break down stuff for the wood, I guess, but I don't think our wood needs... Oh no, we actually have some pretty... We have some pretty decent wood needs. So, fine. I'll do that. Let's break down some. Capybara died right quick. Oh, T-Sang already healed up Nerlin. So that's not even an issue. Catalord, thanks for the mana pots. And the fact that you love this series. Alright, Glitch the Garu. T-Sang, let's heal Glitch. Okay, one more heal and I think you're good. Who has the mana pot? Who brought the pot? I don't... Nerlin, did you? You did. What? He OD'd? Cool. Nothing like an overdosing paladin, because that's... makes sense. He got up pretty quick, though. Yes, I did say that. You can quote me. I did say who brought the pot, but it was in relation to mana potions. Not something else. It's not uranium, but oh well. Well, thank you. I appreciate it anyway. Alright, so Cheese is, whoa, hello. Cheese is making some pretty garbage clothing, actually, but he's trying his best with his little fledgling hand. That's... yeah. Raven, you are not researching. As much as you'd like to. I'm sorry. Deconstruct the bad bedrolls. That's a good point. Where are they? Now that I want to find them, I can't find them. There's one. There's two. I guess I could deconstruct the normal ones, too. It's too bad I can't find, like, a big thing of, double-strand bedrolls, huh? Alright, you guys got everything you need. Let's reform Caravan. I'm going to have no riders because it increases your carry weight. I'll bring home... oh no, they're really, really, really heavy. What's with the massive capybara? Why are you guys so fat? I think it actually might be better, pound for pound, to bring chairs over raw wood. So I'm going to go home first. How much food do you have? 5 days of food, you'll be fine. More uranium. Another wanderer. Parry. Greedy and tough. Wow, they have pretty good combat stats. But greedy. Chocolate from Wild. You guys want to spice it up and send something nasty my way? I'm not trying to say that you should. I'm just saying that you could. One more regrowth. Let's see if Ed... Where is Ed? You can benefit? No, you cannot benefit. Alright, so this might rot because it's not refrigerated. You know what? We could freeze it. Nothing like a frozen body part that we could use later on, right? Right? Kidding. No, that's pretty weird. Alright, but we're going to do it anyway because it makes sense. Put it on ice. Yes, if you ever sever a finger in real life, put it on ice. How's the home going? So we're trying to cook up some clothing so that Chris isn't like a caveman. Raven's about to get a pretty decent armor. Fingers crossed. What do I need for a Thrumbo Battle Axe? For Raven, I suspect. So let's see. Thrumbo Axe. I need silver, Thrumbo Horn, Magicite, Jade, Wood, Steel. I pretty much have everything I need for that. And then also I want to do a Thrumbo. Again, Thrumbo Horn. But we do have enough Thrumbo Horn for that. Raid's coming in. Loggy Wonk. Sending in a loser. At least he knows he's a loser. And then some Dark Mages. Uh-oh. Oh, you're next to Perry. Dwolf the Wolf. A Death Knight. A drug addict Death Knight. Or not an addict, but someone that just loves drugs. Loser's getting eaten by a... Skin Spider, thank you. The Skin Spider decided just to go eat the loser. You are the biggest loser. Goodbye. Cheese. Let's try to level up Cheese a little bit, and level up Raven, and level up Chris. Mage on Mage combat. With our 3 elements combined, we form Captain Spank You. That was a bad joke. But I am definitely eager to see all 3 mages cast spells on that Death Knight at the same time. Granted, my mages aren't all that well guarded, but like, I think I'll be alright. I hope. Fingers crossed. Cheese, maybe we should open with a stun. One, 2, and 3. Actually, stop the rain. Squirrel went mad from Dracul. Rust, let's drop some poison. This poor dude is just getting, like, melted, and yeah, he probably doesn't... He's probably like, guys, stop it. In fact, let's drop a lightning cloud on his head, because I'm just a big old jerk. He's about to cast something bad at us. Split! Ha! He's like, oh, you're moving. Yes, my weakness, motion. I can't fight the moving. Splat. Yes, so he tanked actually a pretty admirable amount of damage. But it don't really matter, does it? So that was a good foray into the starting of mage spells. So, Let's see. Rainmaker efficiency, forget that. Frost Ray and Snowball would be nice. I'm going to save up for that. Yeah, I'm going to save up for that. Raid is maxed. Well, let's see if I can't do something about that. Let's see. Alright, Nerlin, T-Sang, headed on home. Droiden, it looks like you finished the armor. Yes, you did. Raven, let's go wear that. A fire giants are attacking. Hello. Confederacy of Lords are attacking. And Feralist Hordes are attacking. And more Lords are attacking. Alright. We get it. You raid. What was all that noise? Raven. Let's get you wearing that first. Now, some of these enemies are going to fight each other. The Horde and the Confederacy of Lords don't much like one another. Alright, so I've got a full cast on deck here, and within cover. And we'll see... Yeah, as you can see, they're ripping each other up. Oh, another rad rat. Thanks, Dracul. Well, these lords managed to kill the fire giant for me, but not without harming themselves and setting themselves on fire. Someone just fled. True Heart's down with asthma. You little drug addict, you. The Feralist Horde ripped through those lords. I don't know who's actually going to win this. Chris, could you ignite? I can't regrow. Oh, Slobo's Paw. Yeah, no, I don't think I can regrow Slobo's Paw. You can't really do that with the Druid. So Slobo is forever the way he is. One more raid, a Mage Hunter from Feudal Fox. Uh-oh, and Nappa's about to get spanked. Nappa was visiting, but the Mage Hunters are jumping on him. Nappa, what are you? You're a Geomancer? Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, he just gave himself... So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on the offensive. I don't want to see my allies hurt. I don't think I'm going to get there in time. Oh, no, they're fleeing. Oh, you won. Oh, you know what? I'm still going to go on the offensive, but... Good job, dude. You did it. What did he do to you? Ooh. He destroyed your entire leg. Yeah, he don't mess around. The man knows combat. Clearly. Yeah. There was clearly a miscommunication about power level there. Alright, Raven, you're on your way. You thought you were going to squish me. The only problem is if you buy too many raids, they kind of counteract one another. But it is fun to see mages just, like, throw all sorts of shade. Wow, you were not one for this world. This guy, the too smart undergrounder. So I'm also looking for traits if I want to... Oh, yeah. Let's get Swifty. Splat. Splat. This is ethical treatment. As long as you're on the map tile, you have not fully retreated as far as I'm concerned. Splat. Oh, you had just gotten up too. Alright, any good traits here? No, not really. Bunch of whole negative ones. Alright, I guess I can let everyone go. Alex, thanks for the mana pot. 2 of them. And Feudal Fox for one of the raids. Cruzio for the trader for Nappa. In fact, Nappa... Where is Rust? Rust's gonna heal you. because that's what friends do for one another. Can I get anything from the fire giants? Yes, yes I can. So let's go ahead. We owe some people some medicining, or whatever you want to call it. So these prisons, who can we capture? You just died. Anyone else? No? Oh, you know what? Capture you. Death 1 hour? Yeah, no, don't bother. Haul this double strand parka that I've left out there. Sergeant sending me some, what was that anyway? Psychite tea? That's what it's called. Yeah, flash storms don't bother buying flash storms. Apparently they really haven't been working. I haven't fully checked into it. Napa. Addie's coming. Beer from Dragaron for the karma. Oh, Napa fell asleep. Well, Addie, if you're going to work on being a... Ooh, we are hauling bodies, I guess. If you're going to work on being a priest, might as well give people last rites. Alright, Rust. We are to release him. Just use magic, don't use meds. Oh god, seconds. No! No! He died. Not even magic could save you, boy. You were meant to be dead. I feel like that corpse just spontaneously combusted. Alright, I think that was the only prisoner I attempted to save. Oh, Skin Spider's gonna eat that corpse pretty quick. Chris, you're looking pretty good in red as a fire mage. That's pretty fitting. Scathy, yeah, you still don't have one more point. What I really need to do is crank out those blink spells. And, you know, the thrumbo weapons. More Magicite from Trueheart. Thank you, thank you. Oh, the farm's done. This part of the farm, at least. So, yeah, what I need to do is set up a zone. So let's use the plan tool. I almost never do. So this would be a 5x11. So I could do another proper farm here. Right? Actually, I might want to move it as far east as I can. So let's try that instead. I'll let time roll while I do this. So... okay, it doesn't really fit there. What if it's right here? That'll work. That'll definitely work. Alright, expand zone, earth sprites. Oops, I misdrew them. There we are. Okay. And let's remove it over here. Droiden. How much mana do you need to cast earth sprites the first time? So you need 3 more mana than you currently have. I'm gonna have to dismiss the cooler. Use mana pot. Cast the earth sprites. And then any meat that we have in the cooler could potentially decay, but he should hit the 25 mana to put another cooler down soon. I have a time left of 1 second. Oh boy. I've hit my uptime, guys. So before I end this episode, I just wanted to give a big old thank you to you guys, all of the audience. You're absolutely amazing. The amount of support that you provide is phenomenal. I hope this episode went nice and smooth for you. There's a lot of changes that I want to make on my side to make the elementals even more dangerous, to make the enemies a little bit more powerful, to scale up the damage of the raid so I get more raiders. As our guys get stronger, I want the threat to them to become increasingly and more dangerous and more violent. Obviously, when our mages are able to wreck entire hordes of enemies, we need bigger hordes, right? And also, before I go, if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. All the little things I said I would need to check on or I need to fix, I need to write those down. So if you'd be so kind, if you have them in mind, let me know in the comments now. And then also, as usual, we should pick a channel to raid. So before you all go, I'll get that going. I'm going to end the stream and then we'll get a raid going. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you so very much. I'll catch you all tomorrow for 7 Days to Die if you want to tune in for that. Or next week for the Wardens of Eriador and another one of the Origins of Magic. Adios all.